You do have fear, how to start new things. If you do have fear, how your life will turn out. So this video is for you. Pranam guys, I'm Khushi Chauhan, and in today's video we are going to talk about what is fear, what are the reasons of fear, and how to face this fear. So let's start this video. Firstly, what is fear? Fear is a state of your mind where you start creating a delusional world in your present reality and you start connecting that delusional world to your future reality. So if you're not having something in your present reality which is known to be there in your future reality, so you start having those worry, those doubts, those resentment about your individuality, and you start having anxiety movements, and that is basically a fear inside you which is calling you because of your excessive imagination. Now we know what is fear. Now what are the reasons of fear? Why this fear happen to you? What is the basically a main reason of this fear? Fear happens because you do have attachment with something. If you are having attachment with a person, a non-living thing, or some phrases which is associated with you somehow, and that can be emotional, psychological, physical, or mental attachments. Let's say emotional attachments. What is basically emotional attachment is, if you are having someone in your life who's really good for you, you just believe that person is not going to leave you, but somehow that person ghosted you. So basically what happened now, that is basically your past. But what happened if someone new wants to come to your life, you are having those resentment setbacks for that person. You are new person which wanted to come to your life because you're emotionally attached with your past. So those are the emotional attachments. Why this happen emotionally? Because you're spending a lot of time with that person. You're sharing your feelings, your thoughts, whatever happened in your day, you're sharing with that person. Just because of that, you're having that emotional attachment with that person who actually ghosted you in your past. So you're having a resentment with someone who really wanted to connect with you in your present. Now move to the psychological attachments. Psychological attachments are basically, if you are having, or just like a phrase, you're connected yourself with a phrase, like a person, maybe, I don't know who say this, but there was an old saying, there's an old phrase which is boys don't cry. So what actually it means, boys don't cry, they are associating a gender with some phrase, something that they don't need to cry because they are really hard, they're masculine, they're having those kind of, identification recognition method for the boys or the girls. And even of now, people actually recognize genders with this. Even in the 21st century, we recognize a gender with the masculine and feminine nature. Why this happened? Because someone in the past said it, and we are actually having those attachment even with those phrases. So this is basically a psychological attachment. So we came to know that we are attached with something, whether it's psychologically, mentally, physically, or emotionally. Because of that, we are having fears in our present reality. So now move to how you can actually face those fears. Firstly, first and the foremost step, stop consuming negativity. If it's a person, just try to ignore it. But what happens when you try to ignore a person, you can do it up to a limit. after that you stop ignoring that person. So what you need to do, you need to create a boundary or a space for yourself with that person. So just a healthy boundary between two of you. So you do not need to ignore that person. And when it comes to the installed apps you have, like those apps which are creating some negative impact in your life, like you're scrolling through your social media and you're seeing only negativity around you. So what actually happened, you're having those thoughts, those imagination, and you start creating those imaginal thoughts inside your mind that this is going to happen with you. So what you need to do, uninstall those apps, block those uh, apps from your phone, from your devices. Just remove it. Stop consuming negativity around you. Mentally you need to be more stronger, so you need to stop doing it. Next tip, how to face your fears. If you wanted to face your fears, what you need to do is detachment from your desires. What happened basically, when we are attached with someone, we are creating that depend we are actually depend on that person. So what happened basically, we're not trying to detach, and it creates a barrier, with two of us. Or even if you're having a desire right now, if you're having a desire, what happened if it's not happening, you're just becoming more frustrated. And this actually needs to be let go of. You need to detach from your desires. You don't want it, that thing again and again in your life. You don't want it, something bad happening again and again in your life. So you need to detach from your desire. What you need to do, you need to let go of your desires right now, which is not serving you, which are not even serving you. Even you have many desires, so they are not serving you, so you need to let go of it, because you just need to come out of that fear zone. Next thing, what you need to do, how to actually face your fear. If you really need to face your fear, this is a tip which you need to do. You are just letting go, stop consuming negativity. Now what you need to do is stop being a multitasker. What happened basically, when you're becoming a multitasker, you are actually utilizing your all the energy on everything, whatever you have, whatever work you have. You're just trying to utilize your energy in it. And what happened at the end of the day, you became more like a person who's frustrated because you're not completing one task at one time. So what you need to do is that you need to complete one task at one time. So stop being a multitasker. Because of this, you're having more fears. So you need to complete one thing, because if you start completing one thing at one time, so it actually boosts your confidence, and you start doing another thing after that, other thing you need to do, other thing after that, so it actually boosts your confidence and stop that negative pattern and those fears from your brain. So stop being that multitasker. And the next step is just how to face your fear is stop doing that thing which you're feared of. If you're having fear of something, you need to do that thing. If you are having those fears, you need to do that thing right now. If you're thinking to script, if you're just having fear, oh, I need to script that, but you just need to script right now. So start doing that thing which you need to do. So this are the way you can actually just start facing those fears. You not need to overcome those fears, because fears are normal till that thing which actually serves you. Because if you don't have fear about something, you're not going to do that thing. So if you're having fears and you're having those betrayals movement and resentments, so you need to face those things. So I hope this video really helps you and you are going to apply those steps in your personal, professional life. So this is the end of the video, but right now I will ask you to subscribe to my channel if you really like this video. then smash the like button and comment down below your fearful story. I liked your fearful or fearless story, whatever you have right now. So just do it. I hope I will see you next. For right now, it's bye. Thank you. Thanks for watching.